first down. The handoff to Marlon Mack. Huge hole, 50-yard line. He's at the 40, still going near sideline. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Marlon Mack. Touchdown, I-N-D-Y. And again, it's picked up. It's Darius Leonard. Leonard with his second INT, and he's streaking down the near sideline. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's going to go. A pick six for the Maniac.
Horseshoe is back, baby. The horseshoe is back.
What is going on, Bring the Juice Nation? Welcome back to the podcast. We have some great news for you guys. But before we even get into the news, because Cody is going to post this video here tonight when we recorded this, we found this out during our stream that Ryan Kelly just got a new extension. We also just hit 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, guys. We're still in shock about it. So pardon our giddiness a little bit. We're still really happy. So thank you to everyone that tuned in for that stream. We're going to stream again probably tomorrow for it. But let's get to the topic at hand here. Ryan Kelly, the former 2016 first-round draft pick, just got a new extension from Chris Ballard today where he got a 4-year, $50 million extension. It includes $34 million of it guaranteed. It makes him the highest paid center in all of the league and ties him to Indianapolis for the next 5 years. Cody, what's your initial reaction to hearing this?
Man, talk about great news. Well-deserved Ryan Kelly. I mean, I'm super excited about this. And we've had people asking us, Derek, when is Ryan Kelly going to get extended? Because the Colts have a couple extensions coming up. And we were always like, well, we think it's going to happen pretty soon here. And the Colts finally make it official. I mean, I know he's the highest paid center, but he's one of the best centers in the league. So for me, I love this news. Great to get one of your core pieces on the offensive line, the guy who really leads that offensive line. You talk about how Anthony Walker's the captain on that defense. I mean, Ryan Kelly is the captain of that offensive line. He points out things. He sees things. I mean, he is such a key cog in that offensive line. So well-deserved Ryan Kelly. Really, really love this move.
Yeah, I love it too, man. You had to keep your top 3 center in the NFL and in this locker room. You had to do it at all costs. And it's kind of funny because that number, the 4-year, $50 million, doesn't really speak a ton of huge numbers to me. I thought it was going to end up probably being higher, but I didn't realize that a $50 million contract for a center would make him the highest paid. But Ryan Kelly was actually asked about that, and he said, well, it will be until the next guy gets it, because we know at some point somebody else is going to do it. Even if Ryan Kelly's the best, it doesn't matter. Somebody's going to pay to keep their top center on their team, because you have to at this point. And Cody, here's a comment that really got me, and it made me laugh. So I told you this right during the stream. Ryan Kelly, when asked, what are you going to do with that money now? He said, well, I don't know. Probably buy a 6-pack of beer when I go home. Maybe buy some Donato's pizza, or maybe get a new set of tires. Like, such a humbling guy, seriously. Like, just saying a pack of beer, some pizza, and some freaking tires for his car, guys. I mean, that is hilarious. Like, what's your thoughts on that one? Not that talking about Ferraris or nothing like that. We're just talking same old Ryan Kelly here.
That gives me Danny Pinter vibes. When we interviewed him during the offseason, we asked him, okay, Danny, what's going to be your first purchase? He said, I'm going to buy a car. Like, these offensive linemen, seems like they're pretty good with their money. So I love it. They buy practical things that they need. And, Ryan Kelly, man, good for you, man. You definitely earned it. It's well deserved. So we're super excited for you, man. Super excited to see you in Indy for the next half a decade.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Couldn't ask for a better center to lead this offensive line. Can't be any more excited for you. Glad to see, that humbleness is still there. We said that a lot of these guys, they're not in it for the money, man. They're in it for just the sheer love of the game. And if they get paid along the way, they get paid along the way. It really doesn't matter to them. But Ryan Kelly, this is such great news. Really awesome to hear that the best center in the league is going to stay on this team for the next 5 years. So really happy about that. And I mean, guys, let us know what you think in the comments here. What's your thoughts on this? For the majority of people we saw, everybody was saying that, this is a great thing that Ryan Kelly was getting extended. What do y'all think? Do you think it was too much money? Do you think it was too little? I mean, Zach Hicks went on Twitter and said Ryan Kelly is still underpaid, to be honest. I don't know how you feel about that one.
Well, yeah, I guess centers just aren't paid that much. If he's the highest paid center and he's only making that. So
yeah,
centers are probably very undervalued. But, I mean, we know when Ryan Kelly went out, I mean, as good as the backups did, it just wasn't the same. And so when you have a guy leading that offensive line, I mean, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah, it sucks when you lose a piece on your offensive line, but center especially is such a key part of that offensive line. So, for sure, love this move. Love Ryan Kelly keeping the continuity together. I mean, it's great, man. You got Costanzo for a couple more years. You got Nelson. You're going to probably hopefully keep him a Colt for life. You drafted Braden Smith, so you're going to extend him pretty soon. You got a lot of young, good offensive linemen. It's exciting. They're already one of the top units in the league. Now with this extension, you presume Quentin Nelson's coming pretty soon. This offensive line is one of the best and one of the youngest, and I'm super excited to see how they continue to grow together.
NFL.com actually ranked us the best offensive line in football today. So that's a good sign to hear. But yeah, you got to keep that continuity together. Glad to keep that anchor down in the middle there with Ryan Kelly. Like you said, Quentin Nelson's going to get a ginormous payday here in a year or two. And Braden Smith's going to get himself a fairly decent size deal as well. You had to deal with Costanzo over the offseason. That deal wasn't too crazy. And, if you're going to keep Lewinsky around, you might have to pay him a decent penny. But, that's what you got to do. You got to keep that offensive line in check. And if they keep doing what they're doing, I'll pay them whatever they want. So let us know what you think, guys. Ryan Kelly getting extended before the season starts. He is now an Indianapolis Colt for another 5 years. Great news to hear, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this reaction of us talking about it. Thank you so much. And as always, go Colts.